What's up, guys? Iceman here.
Welcome to the Diablo 4 Research Institution. Appreciate you guys for coming by. Like this video if you will. Subscribe to the page and hit the bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to ye, who are my channel members and patrons. Links in the description below. So, my Necromancer is now level 50, alright? And I completed the capstone dungeon. As those of you who have seen my previous videos know, I completed it at level 47, I think it was. And it, of course, was a level 50 dungeon. So I felt pretty good about myself. And I didn't even use an aspect imprinted on any of my items at that time. I never imprinted an aspect onto an item. So it was the road less traveled, the spiritual journey, all that crap, and it was a pretty damn good time. So now I'm in tier 3, world tier 3, and there's some sacred items that have been falling. I think I showcased a couple of them in my previous video, but this thing, for instance, and I upgraded it a few times, so now it has 1,539 damage per second, this Magus Strike Scythe. But what's really cray-cray is that just a few minutes ago, I found this legendary armor in tier 3, and it has what I feel should probably have been a unique item trait, because it's a very unique trait. Check this out. It's called Coldbringer's Sovereign Mail, and it actually looks pretty cool on my character. I don't have the transmog active, so I'm kind of liking the look of this thing. Legendary chest armor. 23 dex, 25.8 lightning res, 23 willpower, 23 strength. But here's the kicker. Here's the legendary trait about it. And I was stoked when I saw this, because I'm already using cold mages. Every 10 seconds, your cold skeletal mages cast a blizzard that deals 763 cold damage and continuously chills enemies for 8% over 6 seconds. So, I haven't seen this in action yet. I also don't know if this is the same blizzard that the sorcerer class casts, because that has a pretty good radius about it. I don't know if it's a mini blizzard or whatever, but we're about to find out. But nonetheless, it was already better than the crappy rare armor that my character was wearing. So what an upgrade this is. I'm really curious to see what this blizzard is like. And the damage doesn't seem to be that bad. 760 some or whatever. So these guys are actually already kind of frozen, but let's see what it is. Come on. Come on, buddy, cast the blizzard. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at it. Look at it. Oh shit. Holy freaking toad. Oh my god. Wait, is this one-handed? Two-handed, okay. Wow. I'm thinking that's actually a lot of damage. I could unsummon... Well, actually, I can't unsummon my warriors, can I? I don't think I can unsummon them. Just look at that. There's the blizzard again. Jeez! I'm going to stay away from the lethal shrine to keep things consistent. Okay, so every 10 seconds? Every 10 seconds. So, let's try it again. I'm curious how this affects bosses and all that. It'll be good to keep them chilled. But even more so, I think it's good to have it against... It's a good AoE against mobs like this. Oh my god! Look at that! That is epic! I'm curious to see what the Sorcerer's... There's another one already. What the Sorcerer's Blizzard is like. Yeah, because I'd like to know if it's about the same size. Oh my god, look at this. They just keep casting it. It might not be doing that much damage. That's over the course of its duration, isn't it? Yeah, I think the entirety of its damage is 763. It's not like per tick or whatever. So it might be quite minuscule in terms of its damage output. Oh, there it is on these guys. They just... Look at that. So one full blizzard, actually, took him to about half health. It could be a lot worse. And that was just a basic enemy. Let's see how it is against these guys. Here, let's see what my strikes are like. Oh. So my strikes aren't even that crazy against them. So it's actually doing, it's doing acceptable damage, I would say. And of course it scales with your gear, and my gear pretty much sucks right now. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked. But yeah, I mean, it's just free, basically. Because the armor was already better than mine without the Blizzard attribute. The problem is I'll probably outgrow it in a couple levels. But even still, I could, for the first time, extract the aspect from it and imprint it on another armor, for instance. Let's see him hit it again. Oh my god, it's actually healing with it! Oh yeah. Yeah, so the damage is pretty ass, unfortunately. But, I mean, it's better than nothing. And perhaps what's more important is the fact that it does slow and chill enemies. But again, if I get a lot of damage boosters and all that, maybe I'd notice the damage a little bit more. I mean, I'd like to see this actually in action on the Capstone Dungeon. I think I will try it out there. Because I did want to return to the Capstone Dungeon with this character after I exceeded by a couple levels. And I'm almost positive it doesn't level with you. Like, I think its minimum and maximum is 50. I'm hoping that's the case, and not just like its minimum is 50 and then it levels with you. I'm not entirely sure of that, but to my understanding, that's not how it works. So we'll find out in just a minute. I intend to have a future video on that. There's a one-hander. The shield. Oh, no, that's not a sacred shield. Plus 800 DPS, yeah. It's been tough to outdo this nice scythe that I found. This thing is just godly for its damage. From what I've seen so far. It would be great, of course, to get a legendary sacred two-hander, which I think I actually have, and even with that being said, this rare does more damage. Oh! Oh, look at this! Paragon! So once you hit 50, you actually get these little tiers right here. You get 1, 2, and then 3 paragons. And then you hit 60, and that's the 4th paragon points. So yeah, it's quite nice. Let's take a look at the paragon. I'm heading up this way, so I can get this rare node in just 2 more paragon levels. 8% resistance to all elements. 4% maximum life. Okay. And I did meet this requirement. Another 4% resist to all elements if requirements are met, which is 170 dex is what I need. I think. Or is it the other way around? Maybe I need 200. Maybe that's what that means. I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any idea. But yeah, I am curious where you guys are at in Diablo 4 so far. I did actually make a wizard and a rogue, and I just love playing through the game. Not skipping a bunch of shit, not getting rushed and all that. Just love getting the feel for the character. So I do have a rogue and a sorcerer that I intend to make some videos on. I really wanted to have, like, an electrocute sorcerer, or a chain lightning sorcerer, rather. Just loved chain lightning ever since Diablo 1. And Diablo 2 had it, but unfortunately it just sucked in Diablo 2. And then Diablo 3 had electrocute, rather, and it was a pretty cool skill. And one of the runes for it, I believe, was chain lightning. And that was fun to mess around with, but it just wasn't all that great. So I'm thinking, it seems to be decent in Diablo 4. I just love the idea of having a wizard, sorcerer, mage class that just goes around and shocks the shit out of the enemies. Even though it's probably not optimal. But again, neither is the summoner. But I just love having my homies. I love having them put in the work. But at this point, it's like, the homies are a damn good time. But I'm kind of up for playing a class that's super active. You know, that like has to kill every single enemy instead of just letting your homies do it. In which case, would be either the rogue or the sorcerer. So I'm leaning toward the sorcerer a little bit. But let me know what you think of those two classes, and which one would you rather see me try out. Let me know in the comments below. I am leaning towards sorcerer because I want to use the electric skills and all that shit. It just seems like a good time. But yeah, I was very pleased to find this armor here. I was expecting a little bit more with the blizzard. Well, that's fine. So I'm going to skip ahead now. I'm going to get to the boss, and then I'll showcase how well I can kill it. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go in Tier 3, but I'm confident I'll be able to kick its ass. There's a Sacred Shield. So I'll put on the Sacred Shield and a Sacred Weapon. Brings me to 1,367 attack power versus the 1,926 attack power. So it's really hard to pass that up. But I am going to save those just in case if I want to try them out later. In case if I want to have maybe a shield for defensive purposes. And I do intend to showcase these in a future video as well. I was in a cellar, and these dropped along with the armor. So these are Corpse Explosion boots. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my Decrepify, and I'm going to use Blood Mist, because the legendary fact of these boots, of course, is that Blood Mist triggers Corpse Explosion on surrounding corpses. And I don't know if it's just a basic Corpse Explosion, or does it depend if you have points in the skill, and is it augmented or whatever. I'm going to test it out, and I'll showcase that in a future video as well. So let me get to the boss, and we'll see how well this character can defeat it. Alright, so here's the boss, the Karza Abomination. So I'll curse it. Have my golem attack it. Oh my god! Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to do Army of the Dead. Golem attack it again. Golem is continually, look at that, Golem can attack him again. The damn cooldown just keeps, look at that. Look at his cooldown. Look at him chop it away. See that? Can do it again. It's devastating. Oh my god! It's devastating against bosses. Holy freaking toad. Hell yeah! Ooh, these are gonna be an upgrade. Oh gosh, and this could be as well. Oh, God! Okay, so it's a one-hander. That's odd. This one's even better. But nonetheless, okay, the pants. Where are the pants? Here we go. Yep, that's definitely an upgrade. Plus 53 in terms of armor. I don't know how else it compares. Apparently, it's important to not just look at the DPS or armor buff. It's important to consider all the other mods as well. I lose some healing, lose some life regen, lose 25 strength for whatever that's worth. 11% potion drop rate. I haven't seen that mod. Ooh, 4.8% damage reduction. 13% reduction from distant enemies. Okay. While injured, your potion also restores 20% resource. For my other pants, restored 10%. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put those on. But, yeah, appreciate you guys for coming by. There's how they look. Like this video if you will, subscribe to the page. Let me know where you're at so far in your Diablo 4 journey. And more videos to come. Peace be with you.